Hi guys, so today's video is a Shraddha Kapoor inspired makeup tutorial look, hair as well as makeup. Hair, unfortunately, I've had to tie up really quickly because I was beginning to really sweat, and considering it's really hot and humid here in Bombay, I have two lights over here apart from all the other lights that are on in the room, which is basically all of them, and the fan is on super slow because I didn't want it to mess with my lighting and setup. I needed to sort of keep it away to let the look and the makeup actually stay and stand out. But this look is basically from one of her recent appearances for a movie promotion, and I'm going to add a couple of images that I have of that from Instagram over here so you guys have a reference. The look is really nice. It's not very difficult to do. It's minimal contouring. Obviously there's sort of full coverage foundation, and it's heavy on the eyes simply because there's a lot of gold and there's a lot of brown. I didn't want to go too all out with the brown and make it look like a smoky, so I sort of found something in between that I thought worked for me. Always remember that when you see a celebrity wearing a certain style, you also need to understand how to adapt it to your own personal style and know how it works for you, and that's what I've tried to do through this tutorial. If you want your eye makeup to look exactly like Shraddha's, you can just add a lot more brown and black to the look. As we go along with the video, I'll keep sort of telling you what I did and how I did and what products I used. As always, I'll also mention all the products down below in the description section. I went ahead and added a little bit of detail that I thought sort of made the look more Shraddha from that particular outfit. I'm also wearing black. Unfortunately, you can't see that because this is all about the makeup and hair, so I had to keep my framing tight around here. But I hope that you'll enjoy this video. Now let's dive right into it. So I started off with using the NYX Studio Perfect primer. This one is the purple variant, which I picked up from the US last year. I think you get this in India now already. It works really well for my skin. This variant is called the Anti-Dullness and Perfect Radiance Photo Primer. I started with that, and then I went over to mixing the Clinique Smart Treatment Oil along with the Makeup Forever HD Foundation. All the shades are mentioned down below in the info box in case you want to know. My skin is getting a little dry, that's why I'm using the treatment oil instead of a moisturizer. Then for the concealer, I have the Stila All Day Foundation and Concealer. Over here I didn't use the foundation, instead I used the concealer, which works really well, by the way. I think that this particular concealer works well not just to sort of conceal the, the pigmentation areas that I have, but it also works really well as a highlighter. Next up, for a little bit of contouring, I didn't want to go too aggressive here. I used the Maybelline Duo Stick by Face Studio. This has a highlighting corner as well, but since I used the Stila product, I went ahead and just used this for contouring. And then with the help of beauty blenders, separate beauty blenders, I obviously sort of separated the highlighting and contouring products and went ahead and blended. And because I can be a little clumsy sometimes, I dropped my beauty blender and landed up using a different one instead. I picked up these cute little beauty blenders from Forever 21. Phoenix Market City has a new Forever 21 store, and that's where I bought these from. With the help of the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, I sort of just sprayed my face and waited for it to dry out and set in. You get this in a dewy variant as well as a matte variant. I had music playing next door, so I was waiting and I started dancing just a little bit while waiting for it to dry out. I look like a major hyperlapse here. By the way, this is why I'm doing a voiceover, because there was so much music everywhere that I could not possibly have talked through the entire video. Anyway, then with the help of the NYX blusher shade HTB 05 Summer, I added a little bit of color to my face, and then with the help of Benefit Browsings, the gel first and then the powder, I went ahead and defined my brows. The Bobbi Brown Cream eyeshadow stick is easily one of my newest favorite products. Now, Shraddha in this particular look has a really dominating gold thing going in her eyes. So I went all over the lid with the gold variant here. The exact shades are all mentioned down below in the info box. And I sort of gave my eyes that base. And then for the brown, I went ahead with the same product in a different shade towards the outer corners of my eye. Then with the help of powders, I used MAC's Eyeshadow Amber Lights and Colourpop's eyeshadow in the shade Fairfax to sort of just add a little more pigment to the eyes. And naturally, when you add a little bit of powder to the look over the cream base, it helps blend the entire thing really well. Like I already said in the intro, if you want this to be even more closer in a sense to what Shraddha's look was, add more browns, add more blacks, but I felt like this particular version of it worked for me. I never usually go over to my lower waterline, but I did this time because I felt like the look sort of required for me to, but I didn't go all the way in, I only went halfway through on my lower waterline. And then with the help of a brush, obviously I went blending, with a lot of attention being paid to the crease line over here because I felt like there was a certain sense of definition that came through, and I was just trying to achieve that with the help of the blending process. Then to keep and leave the importance mainly lying with the eyeshadow, I didn't want to sort of overpower it with anything. So I went for a very little bit of highlighter. I used Amber Lights to highlight again on my brow bones. And with the help of this really cool Nykaa vinyl product, which is great for a liquid liner, as a liquid liner, I did a very thin layer of eyeliner first. Then of course I darkened it later after using the falsies that I had. But before that comes the mascara, which is what I always try to use, if I remember to, before I put the falsies. I have to admit sometimes I skip the mascara and I only use it sort of after I apply my falsies and wear my falsies. The one I'm wearing here is just the regular mascara from MAC. It doesn't really have a name variant on it. And then I tight lined with the help of another MAC product, the Modern Twist Kajal in the shade Squid. And once I had my eyelashes on, I used another coat of mascara once again, just to sort of keep them looking together and nice. Now Bobbi Brown's Shimmer Break and Brightening Break are one of my favorite products for highlighting. Over here I've used the Brightening Break. It just sort of really helps, brighten the face. It's one of my favorite products. I love it. And then I used Nykaa Paintstix Peaches and Cream on my lips. I felt like it had a really nice summer vibe going for it because, you know, it's nice and cordial. It has a tinge of pink, and I think that's what I really like about it. I just like that it's fresh. And then to keep the whole look sort of together and to keep it lasting longer, I used the setting spray again and completed the look with that lovely choker that I got from the amazing team at Ishariya, who sent this over to me. If you've seen one of my previous vlogs at the time where I visited their preview, you've already seen this. I'm going to add the link to that as well, just in case you missed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to see more celebrity inspired makeup tutorials, whether it's makeup, hair or outfits, let me know in the comment section below because I'm reading all your comments. I'm trying to reply to all your comments. I'm Instagram storing a lot of comments, especially the ones that make me so happy. I'm so grateful I get to do what I do because I love interacting with you guys on like a regular and daily basis. Requests are more than welcome. I am taking a lot of them into consideration while planning out my content that is to come. I just shot 4 videos about day before yesterday, so I'm really looking forward to uploading those in the week that lies ahead. For now, I'm gonna go, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. See you guys soon.